What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like Sheryl Swoopes is back in the headline once again. We're speaking about Caitlin Clark. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. When it comes to WNBA veterans and media, they make it their business to speak about Caitlin Clark and kind of criticize the fans supporting her the way that people do. We all can agree that Caitlin Clark definitely reshaped the game of women's basketball, bringing on new viewers and helping growing this thing as a whole. Now, Caitlin definitely did her part, but she didn't do it alone. I will say that there was others that came along and helped kind of give this thing a stimulus package to speed up the process. Now, we know all last year Caitlin Clark was criticized on various levels just for her greatness alone. People like Sheryl Swoopes, had other people in the media also speaking out about Caitlin Clark. Now, Caitlin never, ever said anything out of place or wrong to any one of these WNBA veterans or people in the media. All she did was just go out there and play her game. And I think that's part of the reason why a lot of fans definitely support her, because she's not into the nonsense, bro. She almost let her fans do all the speaking for her. And I'm telling you right now, people speak loudly for Caitlin Clark. Now, with all that being said, I have some exclusive audio of women in the WNBA media space actually speaking about Caitlin Clark and the way she has transcended the sport, but pretty much saying that she's not the GOAT yet because she's too new to be the GOAT. Guys, check this out.
Like, I'm not your average journalist now, guys. Like, I will clap back. But I think sometimes it's necessary because for that very reason, like, people, again, take what they think they see, what they think they hear, and they will continue to push that button if you allow them. And, of course, there's only so much you can do from behind a keyboard, right? But what I find hilarious is that when we are out in public and we are at different venues, like, I remember specifically someone tweeting something crazy about Sheryl, and then we were at an event for Final Four, and they were like,
for a photo.
"Can we have your photo?" And I was like, "Ooh, should I pull the tweet?"
See, and I'm the one that I'll be like, but no, keep that same energy you had on social media.
Should I pull the tweet?
But here's the biggest one for me, though, because a lot of people want to use social media and they want to take whatever and turn it into a black versus white thing.
Yeah.
It's not that at all.
It's not
because
that.
One thing that I am always going to do is stand up for players, period.
Yeah.
And I remember this past season when Chicago Sky played Indiana.
Yes.
Diamond DeShields, who fouled Caitlin, and which it was a foul. They called the foul, blah, 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 all that. So game's over, and Diamond's getting all these ugly tweets and messages. So for those who don't know, like, Diamond DeShields was really sick, very, very sick. She had a tumor. And I remember, like, some of the fans were tweeting, like, "I hope the tumor comes back and you die from it next time."
Yeah.
So I responded, right?
Yeah.
I responded and said, "Diamond, like, we're here, we got your back, keep being you, blah, blah, blah." Well, they thought that I was talking about the foul. Because for me, at that point, it wasn't even about basketball, but it's about a person, a human being in her life.
Yeah.
And so then, because I said what I said to her, then they came for me, right? Like, "Oh, you're just a racist and I don't respond to everybody, but there are certain times, like when I have time on that day, and this day I had time.
You had time.
So I'm more of a Tarika, not a Christina.
God bless you, Christina.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with being a Christina, y'all. Like, come on.
I just, I guess the bottom line for me is, and you see it on the NBA side, but for me, it's about, like, these young women and men, like, they work their asses off to get to where they are and doing what they do.
Yeah.
And how dare you feel like you can just sit on your computer or your phone and just go in and say some of the craziest, dumbest things about someone that you don't even know.
Yeah.
And you don't even know what her story is and the journey she's been through to walk again, right? Yeah. And that's where I was coming from. Like, I know your story. Mm-hmm. Don't let all of what these people are saying about you on social media, like take you to a not so good place, because it's very easy for that to happen.
Yeah, it actually reminds me of a conversation that Christina and I were having yesterday when we were talking about like getting people an opportunity to know players and know the game before right now. Like right now, women's sports is like the thing.
Yeah. Like here you go, here's the room, do what you got to do with it. And so what really excites me today about where we are is it's not just the things that the women are getting on the court. You have all these women and brands who are saying, we see you, we hear you, we need you. So you have the Angel Reeses, the Caitlin Clarks, the Dejanay Carringtons, the Rakia Jacksons, the Asia, like doing things that we only could dream of.
Yeah.
And my very first Nike contract when I signed in 97 was like $175,000.
Wow.
Which then I was like, oh my God, I've made it.
Right.
Right? And today, to see a player like an Asia and a Caitlin Clark signing a $20 million contract.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about that, because I never thought that I would see this day when we started the W back in 97, where we're sitting here actually talking about how far the game has come and these $1 million contracts that female basketball players are now signing. That's what 97 to where we are today, that's what it was for us. It was about being able to be in this moment and share in this moment with everything that women's basketball is experiencing today.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, from a media perspective, I'm so grateful for I Heart Women's Sports.
Facts.
Because even 7 years ago, it was just...
Now, that was Sheryl Swoopes speaking about Caitlin Clark yet again in new footage, man. And I'm here to tell you, it's just crazy that we're still here. Now, it do sound like she's starting to come around maybe a little bit for Caitlin. And I have a lot to believe that is for Amber Cox and Kelly doing what they did with this roster. The Indiana Fever has become championship contenders. So do not be surprised if people like Sheryl Swoopes that was just haters start praising Caitlin Clark, because now they're the top franchise in the W. So we definitely got to make it our business to keep all receipts on Sheryl Swoopes and other ladies in the media, because I just did a video last night telling y'all how it's starting to look like these people in the media are starting to praise Caitlin Clark. I don't know if the commissioner said something to him. I don't know what the situation is, but it's starting to look like a changing of the guard when people in the media. But get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this. Keep them bells on, because you know I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.
Thanks to haters.